Hello, students and parents, and thank you for joining us for this special presentation, this virtual presentation of 8th grade scheduling night. While we would love to meet with you in person, things have changed that a little bit. So we want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and we want to give a special recognition and a special welcome to our future class of 2025. As you get ready to enter the doors of Westfield High School, we want you to know that academics are extremely important and we're always working towards that day after graduation. However, we are more focused on the student as a whole, and that is with the Life Ready initiative, where we are focused on not just the academics, but also careers and preparing students for what they want to do the rest of their life and exploring those different opportunities. But also we want them to be healthy in their mind, in their soul. We want them to have a good understanding of who they are when they leave our doors. So while we are focused on academics and preparing those students, we're also doing so many other things. Our teachers are doing so many other things. Our students are getting involved, and we want them to really make this high school experience something that they will treasure and value and be their own for the rest of their life. So today in this video, we're going to talk about scheduling and preparing for your 9th grade year. Here are some important things that you need to know as we go through this scheduling process. All of our current 8th graders must enter in their course requests into PowerSchool by January 21st, 2021. At that date, PowerSchool will be closed and students will no longer be able to enter courses into PowerSchool. Based on the number of core classes that your students will be placed into, and that will be in English, Math, and Science, your students will select 7 to 9 electives plus 3 alternative credits. These alternative classes will be used in case any of those 7 to 9 initial electives are not able to fit into the student's schedule. Then, in January and February, our middle school counselors will be meeting individually with each of our 8th graders to go over those individual course requests to make sure we have a grand total of 15 core and elective classes plus 3 alternates. And the Westfield High School counselors will meet with all of our students from OLMC and SMG on February 10th. Now, obviously, these students do not have access to PowerSchool, so they will not be able to input their courses. However, students can manually choose the courses they want to take and list them on this course handout. From here, we're going to take all that data, all those courses, because we do create student-driven schedules. We're going to take all that information and we're going to create our master schedule. And hopefully through that master schedule, students will get the vast majority of what they have signed up for. In late April, we're going to distribute those schedules to all of our students. So you'll have an opportunity before the end of the school year to see what your schedule will look like next year. And then from the time you get that schedule throughout May, you will be able to make any schedule changes that you want. You will need to create or complete a schedule change form in order to make any of those changes. But if you decide that you initially signed up for Intro to 2D Art, but you really think you might be a 3D art person, so you want to change that, we can definitely do that as long as there's room and it works in your schedule. You just need to complete the schedule change form. But you must complete the schedule change form by May 21st. After that, this is the schedule change deadline. The only way we will make any changes beyond this point is in accordance with the WHS schedule change policy. So, the big prize at the end of high school, obviously, is your diploma. And that is what you are all initially working for. And what I can tell you is that no matter where you enter high school, no matter what core classes you're put into, whether you're in honors English, whether you're in algebra, whether you're in ICP or honors bio, it doesn't matter. Every one of you can still be working towards the academic or technical honors diploma. The Core 40 is the general 4-year high school diploma and requires 42 credits, and the technical honors diploma is the Core 40 with a few additions, as well as the academic honors is the Core 40 with some higher rigor courses. Additionally, we also offer the opportunity for our students to become AP capstone candidates, and this would all begin in junior year. We're going to talk a little bit about these diplomas coming up.
So first we're going to talk about the Core 40 diploma track, and that's really the starting track for all students. It's a college prep diploma in the state of Indiana, and we're going to go over all of its requirements. So even though it's called the Core 40, it does require 42 credits for students to graduate. So it's a little bit named incorrectly. But the Core 40 does require 8 English credits. And you'll see in the pathway that basically you're going to have 2 English credits in grade 9, 2 of grade 10, 2 to 3 in grade 11, depending on the class that students take, and then multiple options for students in grades 12 with 2 credits there as well. So for you coming into 9th grade, you don't have to worry about choosing your English class. You will be placed into the appropriate English class by our English department. But the options for English might be either year-long English 9, and this is what the majority of students are going to be taking. So most of our students are going to be in English 9 for all 3 trimesters. However, you might be placed into English 9 Honors, which is 2 trimesters, and the Honors class moves at a faster pace and is more rigorous than the on-level English class. Now, for math, students have to take at least 6 credits in high school of math. And basically, just keep this in mind, that students have to take a math or quantitative reasoning each year of high school. So even if you meet the minimum requirements of Algebra 2 for the Core 40, you still need to continue on with math in future years. Now again, as you're coming into 9th grade, you don't need to worry about adding math to your schedule. We will have our math department place you into the appropriate math courses. Now, if you are in Math 8 and you are taking algebra next year, that is going to be a year-long course as well. If you are in algebra this year, you might be placed into a 2-trimester geometry class or a 2-trimester algebra class. If you're in geometry this year as an 8th grader, you might be placed into Honors Algebra 2 for 2 trimesters. But then again, you can see that we do have that pathway all along going into pre-calculus, AP Stats, and college algebra. And for those students who are advanced in math, we have higher level courses with calculus and finite as well. For science, all of our students need to graduate with 6 credits of science. 2 of those credits must be biology. 2 of those credits must be a physical science, and that can be integrated chemistry or physics, and then any 2 additional science credits. Now, obviously, students can take science all 4 years if they want to, but 6 is the minimum. Again, we're going to be placing our incoming 9th graders into science classes and the options that they might be placed into. First and foremost, integrated chemistry and physics. It's an introduction to both those concepts. 1 trimester of chemistry, 1 trimester of physics. And this is a very common placement for our incoming 9th graders. Students may also be placed into biology or honors biology, which obviously moves at a faster pace as well. And for those students who are taking honors geometry in 8th grade, they might be placed into AP Physics 1, which is a 3-trimester option and would cover their physical science requirement. Those students who go into AP Physics 1 in their freshman year typically would then move on into Honors Chem in their sophomore year and then AP Biology in their junior year. That's kind of the planned pathway for those students. Next, we're going to talk about social studies. And to graduate with a Core 40 diploma, students have to have 2 credits in a world history class. I'll talk about those options in a second. 2 credits of U.S. history, which is taken in grade 11, and at least 1 credit of government and 1 credit of econ taken in either grades 11 or 12. We also have AP options and advanced college project options for a lot of those courses in U.S. history, government, and econ. Now, as you're coming into 9th grade, you get to choose what world history classes you take, and you can choose to take them in either 9th or 10th grade. That's why it's considered an elective option as you're scheduling your courses. However, we do recommend that you start thinking about those world history classes for your 9th grade. Maybe get them done in that 9th grade year, so then in 10th grade you can take additional courses. Your options that would count for your world history credits would include World History and Civilization 1, 2, or 3, and those are separated by year. So World History 1 is Ancient Times, World History 2 is Middle Ages, and World History 3 is Modern, and you can select any 2 of those 3. Next, you could also select Geography and History of the World 1 and 2. Obviously, it's going to bring into play more of the world geography and how that ties into the world history. Your next option is part of the AP program, and it's Honors Geography and History of the World, along with AP Human Geography. So students who take this option are enrolled in an advanced placement course, and they'll take the AP Human Geography class at the end of the school year. But you do have to sign up for the Honors Geography and History of the World 1 and 2 option, and then the AP Human Geography class in third trimester. Finally, we do have the opportunity for students to take AP World History in either 9th or 10th grade. Most students take it as 10th graders. However, if you're placed into Honors English, you do have the option of taking AP World History in 9th grade. It is, again, a very high-level course. It's college-level course and very, very rigorous. And so students really need to think about whether or not they want to take that AP World History in 9th grade or if they want to wait until 10th grade to take it. Next, we have our PE and wellness requirements. And students have to have 4 credits of health and PE in order to graduate. For incoming 9th graders, your requirements are PE1 and health. Those are separate classes, separate credits. In 10th grade, you'll take PE2. Then in addition to that, you need an advanced health or an elective PE credit. And that can be something like advanced health current issues or sports medicine, or on the PE side, something like strength and conditioning, team and individual sports, or get fit. Now, all 9th grade students should have PE1 and health in their schedules unless they're planning to take them during the summer through Indiana Online. And we're going to talk a little bit more about Indiana Online summer classes later. So keep that in mind as we move on. And then finally, part of the requirements are elective credits. For Core 40, students need to have at least 12 credits. 5 of them need to be directed electives. And that means that they would be in the world languages, in the fine arts, or career and technical electives. And that is a wide variety of classes. We generally don't have any problem with students getting in all their directed electives. Then also that we want them to take some courses in a college and career pathway as well. Again, we want you to take those academic courses, but we also want you to be thinking about your future pathway and your future career. So test the waters in different things, learn about business, learn about culinary arts, learn about engineering or biomedical sciences. You have a lot of options out there. Now, for world languages. For the Core 40 diploma, world languages are not required. However, as you'll learn in a few slides here and with our next counselor, world languages are required for students for the academic honors diploma, and she'll talk about those requirements. So we do recommend that students do take world languages, however, because sometimes colleges may want you to have 2 years of world languages under your belt. Now, if you've been taking year-long Spanish or year-long French at the middle school, you should then enroll for Spanish 2 or French 2 at the high school. Now, if you want to move into those honors classes for Spanish 2 or French 2 honors, talk to your middle school teacher and decide if this is the right option for you. We're going to move on next to our academic honors diploma track, and we're going to have Ms. Farrow talk to you more about that.
For the academic honors diploma, it is required to earn 47 total credits. You must complete all Core 40 requirements plus 3 years of a world language or 2 years of 2 different world languages, 2 additional credits in math beyond Algebra 2, and 2 fine arts credits. At the time of graduation, you must have a minimum GPA of 3.0. No grade must be below a C- in any class for either the Core 40 or the academic honors diploma. It is also required that you earn 2 college-level courses through AP or dual credit classes, or specific SAT or ACT scores prior to graduation. AP classes. AP classes are College Board curriculum and it's widely recognized by colleges and universities. Possible college credit, depending on the AP exam score, can be earned. Public colleges in Indiana are required to award college credit for scores that are 3, 4, or 5. There are fees for this exam, $95 for the exam and $142 for seminar and research. These fees will be included in book fees. There's also dual credit options available. With these classes, you will earn both high school and college credit. It is college curriculum, and there are a variety of colleges and universities that offer dual credit. The credit is based on the grade earned in the class and may be transferable to other universities. There are fees depending on the program, but they are greatly reduced. For technical honors diploma, You must also earn 47 total credits. You must complete all Core 40 requirements, plus earn 6 high school credits in a CTE college and career prep pathway, and also earn 6 credits from a dual credit courses in the CTE pathway. Or you can earn a state-approved industry-based certification or credential. Again, you must have a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.0 at the time of graduation, with no grade below a C- in any class required for the Core 40 or Technical Honors Diploma. Same as the Academic Honors Diploma, you must earn 2 college-level courses through AP, ACP, or dual credit classes, or earn specific SAT and ACT or Accuplacer scores. How can you earn a Technical Honors Diploma at Westfield High School? One of the ways you could do this is by enrolling in the Project Lead the Way classes. There are 2 pathways in Project Lead the Way that you could take. You could take 3 years of the engineering pathway or 3 years of the biomedical sciences pathway. Another way you could earn Technical Honors Diploma is earning 6 or more high school credits in related coursework of any of the courses listed on the screen, and earn 6 dual credit college credits or industry-based certifications.
Now that you know all about our different diploma pathways, I want to go ahead and spend a little time talking about graduation pathway requirements. In addition to the graduation diploma that you all have selected entering into high school, there are 3 different steps that you will go through in order to earn this pathway requirement. The first step is to earn a high school diploma. The second step is to make sure that there is a combination of some employability skills. Through high school, you will be exposed to different project-based learning, service-based learning, work-based learning through different classes, programs that you all will take. And if you're not, then your counselor will work with you to make sure that you are exposed to that form of learning. The third step is a post-secondary readiness requirement. There's a myriad of ways that you can earn this certain requirement through the ACT or the SAT, which both are, tests that you will take to enter into college. The ASVAB, which we offer 1 to 2 times a year for students. You can also earn or check off this third box through industry certification through our JEL and Ivy Tech programs, apprenticeship opportunities, career technical education concentrators, AP dual credit, which you'll have the opportunity to take throughout your high school experience, or a locally created pathway. I want to show you a sample of a typical freshman schedule. As you can see, we do run on trimesters, unlike quarters. So we do have 3 blocks of grading, class selections through your entire year. So each class is 64 minutes. You will earn a credit for every single class that you take as long as you earn a D or higher. As you can see in trimester 1, it's broken up trimester 1, trimester 2, trimester 3, and then naturally the periods 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Every single trimester you will take 5 courses. Most of the on-level academic courses are 2 trimesters, but you can see in this sample schedule that English we do have as a 3-trimester class. And as you heard from other counselors, or you will hear from another counselor, next year most freshmen will be taking English and algebra all year long. Another thing I want to point out is, you could see that Spanish, let's look at that really quick. Spanish is a 2-trimester course. You could take it in first trimester and not until 3rd trimester. If that's not a good fit for you, make sure that you reach out to your counselor and let us adjust that for you so you could have that in consecutive trimesters. If you do the math, guys, starting your freshman year through your senior year, you have the opportunity to earn 60 credits throughout your high school experience. Okay, core time. Similar to SRT in the middle school, core time is a 35-minute chunk of time between periods 4 and 5. It does, as you can see, it stands for connections, opportunities, remediation, and enrichment. So during this 35-minute time, it does run 4 days a week currently. You have the opportunity to get help from a teacher, attend a club meeting, go to the testing center if you missed a test, if you were absent for a reason. You could use that time for homework or meet with a visiting counselor, admission counselor. Or you can use that time naturally to meet with your school counselor as well. Everyone will be assigned a core. You are able to check out of that core by using an enriching student app, which we will make sure that you all have access to. Something I did want to point out, if a teacher is wanting you to come see them during that time, they could go ahead and assign you into a core as well. You also, as freshmen coming into the building, we do have an amazing freshman mentoring program that does take place bi-weekly. So every freshman will remain in their original core during those sessions. Finally, wanted to talk to you guys about grade point average. So all the way up until this point, you guys have been learning those vital skills to be successful in classes, how to learn study habits, test-taking strategies, executive functioning skills, all to make sure that you guys are set up to start doing really well at high school. Each letter grade that you all earn is part of your grade point average. So the minute that you all start taking classes at the high school, at the end of the trimester, we capture those credits and those form your grade point average. They go on something called a transcript. Every single class that you all take, the final grade for that class is 80% of the trimester work that you do, and then 20% of that grade is the final exam. So this year, it's a little different with hybrid and everything that we're going through. We actually have a 90%, 10% final exam, but next year, we'll be back to normal, I believe, and so it'll be the 80-20 split. Wanted to show you all the grading scale. As you could see that on the side of the screen. Below, you've probably all heard that we do weight grades at the high school. So there is the regular weight, which you can see on the chart below. Anytime you take an honors course, it is a half weight. So if you were to earn an A in an honors Spanish course, instead of earning the 4.0, you would earn a 4.5. And then you could see when you take an AP, which is Advanced Placement, or an ACP course, which is Advanced College Project through Indiana University, it is a full weight. So naturally, the more points you get, the higher the grade point average, which is a good thing.
On our scheduling website, you will find a ton of information useful when scheduling your classes. So on the 2021-22 website, you will find the WHS coursebook, which has a full descriptions of every single class we offer at Westfield High School. You will also have the list of classes. We've broken it down for grade 9 and then grades 10 through 12. Also, you'll see the diploma requirements and this presentation. So make sure you utilize the resources that we have made for you when scheduling your courses for next year. Reviewing your schedule and things to look for. You guys will receive your full schedule in April. You want to make sure that you have a full schedule, so 5 periods or classes each trimester for 15 total. You'll want to make sure that there is a good balance between your core academic classes and your elective classes each trimester. Those are things you can ask your counselor to kind of switch around if you need one trimester easier than another. And make sure that you have all parts of each of your classes. So for example, if you are supposed to have English all year, make sure that you have English 9.1, 9.2, and 9.3. Reviewing your placements. Again, we want you guys to make sure you're looking at a schedule as a whole. You need to think about what all you are involved in outside of school as well. We want you to find a good balance. You should be challenged but not overwhelmed, and it should be difficult for you but not impossible. You might have been requested or placed in some honors level classes. And if you are in multiple honors level classes and you feel that is too much, most definitely feel free to have a conversation with your counselor and we can discuss what will be the best fit. And you might end up opting out of some of your honors level classes. In some cases, we might have you opt into honors level classes. Again, this is a really important conversation you should be having with the high school counselor and potentially with teachers in 8th grade. Again, feel free to contact your high school counselor about opting in or out of honors level classes. Summer school through Indiana Online. We have a lot of students who will take classes through Indiana Online. You may take 2 credits online over the summer. Registration will open in April, and you can register at indianaonline.org, and we will send more detailed information home in the spring. Once you register, your high school counselor will approve or deny the course you have requested. Some potential courses for incoming freshmen will include PE and health and wellness, social studies or American Sign Language or ASL, and some elective courses, with the most popular being PE1 and health and wellness. We don't typically approve English, math, science, or world language credits, unless in future years you have to be retaking it for a higher grade. PE1 and health through Indiana Online. Again, these are the most popular classes that our incoming freshmen will take in the summer prior to their freshman year through Indiana Online. Please note that these are 2 separate courses, and you must take them both at some point throughout high school. So again, students may choose to take them both in the summer, or you can take one or the other. Make sure you talk with your WMS counselor when you're meeting with them for scheduling to let them know if you plan to take PE1 and or health through Indiana Online in the summer. Again, an important thing to note is students who must take strength and conditioning for athletes in first trimester, PE1 is a prerequisite for strength and conditioning. So if you have to have that first trimester, you must take PE1 online through Indiana Online in the summer. Your coaches will talk to you about which trimesters you should be enrolled in strength and conditioning throughout your freshman year.
For new students coming into the district, you can register online for the 2021-2022 school year. You're going to need your birth certificate, immunization records, and proof of residency in the Westfield area. If you do this by March 15th, we will be able to add your requests into the master schedule building that we do for our middle school. Counselors will meet for OLMC and SMG starting on February 10th. Any other students new to the district, we will meet with you individually to build your schedule. Once you're online, you're going to log into your PowerSchool account. In here, on the left-hand side, click on class registration. You're going to make sure you follow these directions. You need 7 to 9 electives plus 3 alternate credits when you're selecting your classes. This means you will have 15 total credits as well as 3 alternate credits. The most important thing is, after you're done selecting these classes, make sure you hit that submit button. I know that's silly to hear, but every year we have students that forget to hit that button and then we don't get your requests. You can view your course requests afterwards, and then you can also print these just in case you forget what you signed up for. So here's an example of what our courses look like. This year, new to our 9th graders, if you're in on-level English or on-level algebra, you're going to be in a 3-trimester class. That means you're going to need 7 electives to choose from, plus your 3 alternates. If you're going to be in honors English or into honors math with geometry, you're going to need 9 elective credits. So make sure you're looking that up and then figuring out what your plan's going to be. Once you're entering into PowerSchool, it's going to look like this. You click on class registration. We're going to ask you what your career field is that you're interested in. Obviously, you're an 8th grader coming into 9th grade. You don't need to know what you want to do, but we just like to have an idea of where your interests may lie right now, and it will be fun come your senior year when we find out that, no, you don't want to be a doctor, you actually want to be a firefighter. Next, make sure you scroll down to the bottom to find your academic placements. We will be adding you into your English, math, and science classes based off of what your teachers have suggested from the middle school. Here's where you'll find out, do you need 7 electives or 9 electives, depending on where your placement is.
So the next thing you're going to do is just add in all of your remaining courses, your electives. So you can find all these courses because they're listed by the department in which they are found. So if you can see the green check marks, those are the ones you've clicked. So make sure you check on those prerequisite notes to make sure you've taken the correct class before, so you can take that. And then just once you have selected them, then you're going to click OK over at the bottom. Finally, we want you to select 3 alternate courses, just in case there's not enough room in a class or something has a scheduling conflict. So we want you to have some good backup classes that you would be okay with adding in your schedule. So you can, again, they're marked by the department type, and you can scroll all the way to the bottom, and we want you to select those alternate courses. Finally, you're going to hit submit, and you're going to review your course requests. So you want to just make sure you click that button, and then you're going to see all of those course requests listed. You want to make sure that you have 15 total credits and that you have 3 alternate credits requested. So just make sure you print that so you have it for your records. We just want you to go over these together as a family, go over those course requests. If anything needs to be changed, you can still do that in PowerSchool as long as that's before that January 21st deadline. Then the middle school counselors, they can answer questions and make any necessary changes because they're going to meet with students one-on-one to go over their selections. Again, we need to make sure we have all these requests in PowerSchool by the end of the day on January 1st, 2021.